I'm April. I am a singer-songwriter and music teacher, and today I'm going to be giving you 100 things to write a song about. I tried to make this list as unique and interesting and different as I possibly could, so hopefully this list will give you some new ideas and get you started with whatever you're working on. So you can either watch the whole video or just click around until you find something interesting, randomize the process, or you could just bookmark this video, come back to it every day, write something new. That is totally up to you. Now let's get started. The most vivid dream you can remember. When it rains so hard that you can't see out of your windshield, so you have to drive extra slowly or pull over. The first time you wore your favorite pair of shoes. Something that would inspire somebody younger than you. That feeling when you're walking up steps and you think there's one more step than there actually is, so you stumble a little bit when you get to the top. The first time you ate your favorite food. Where is that missing sock? Rewrite a song you hate. Write about your favorite picture of yourself. The craziest thing that ever happened to you. Ladders? How that acquaintance on Facebook who posts way too much about their life is feeling. Your job and why you hate it or why you love it. What it would feel like to fly. Your astrological sign and whether you think it accurately describes you. A time when you felt lonely. That teacher who changed your life. Whatever is happening outside of your window right now. Write from the perspective of a houseplant, but don't actually say that it's about a houseplant. What happens when you're sleeping? Write a response to your favorite song. How it feels when you sing. Write about your child, pet, or plant. How you feel about your body. Aliens? Your favorite episode of a TV show. What happens after death? Where you are in 10 years, and what you had to do to get there. Choose a historical figure and write a hip-hop song, I guess? Something that you do every single day. Meeting your favorite fictional character. The best day you've ever had. Or, alternately, the best day you could imagine having. When you eat a food that tastes really delicious, but it's so rich that you can't actually finish it. When you start saying a sentence, but you can't really remember what you were going to say at the end of the sentence, so you kind of just keep talking with the hopes that eventually you'll sort of figure out what you're doing. When robots have taken over the earth. What would happen if you got everything you've ever wanted, not knowing what to write a song about? The daily routine of a person you barely know. You're stuck in a time loop, living the same day over and over and over, like Groundhog Day style, but you can't figure out what you need to change in order to get to the next day. You learn that this entire day has all been a dream. A stranger who changed your life. Write a song about yourself from someone else's perspective. Your consciousness is uploaded to a computer, and now you have to live your entire life as a machine. The elements. Fire, water, air, and earth. What it feels like to run. That feeling when you're in an airplane and the plane dips really suddenly and your heart falls out of your chest and you grab the armrest. You're in the world of the last piece of media that you consumed. You completely forget how to do the thing you're best at. Becoming your parents. A constant ringing in your ear. The best gift you ever received. When you scratch an itch and it feels amazing, but then your leg starts to bleed. How you feel about the state of your country. A friend or family member who really gets you. Puberty. Not being able to use one of your senses that you really rely on. Playing it safe in life versus taking risks. That one thing you really don't want to write a song about. You learn that everyone in your life can hear your thoughts. Looking up at the night sky and realizing how small you are compared to the size of the universe. You wake up one morning and realize that everything is just slightly different. That feeling when you can't remember something, but you know it was something really important. A news story that really made you feel something. If you had to describe your entire life to someone you've never met before. Your first memory. The desire to move somewhere new, change your name, and start all over as somebody else. When you're not sure if something was a memory or a dream. Something you'll never do. A letter to your past self. Feeling like a background character in somebody else's story. Go to a news website and find the least compelling story. Make it interesting. The first time you ever saw the ocean, or what you imagine that would feel like. That feeling when you faintly smell something, and it reminds you of a memory that you had completely forgotten. How you feel about drugs. You find out that your favorite thing no longer exists, and what's more, nobody else remembers it. Go to Wikipedia, type a random letter into the search bar, and then click the most interesting link. From there, go through the page, and again, click the most interesting link. Keep doing this until you find something really interesting to write about. Driving away from the house you grew up in. Staying up all night and watching the sunrise. Something on your bucket list that you have always wanted to do. When you're telling a story to a group of people, and you suddenly realize that nobody's listening anymore. You find out that you're going to stay the age you are now forever. Finding money on the sidewalk. You learn that magic is real, and you're a wizard, Harry. Forgetting something that used to be really important to you. Jet lag. Looking at Earth from space. A question that you've always wanted to know the answer to. You accidentally time travel. Where are you? And what do you do? Right from the perspective of your pet, real or imagined. You meet your doppelganger. How your personality can slightly change depending on who you're hanging out with. That feeling when you know that you've finished everything you needed to do today, but you still feel like there's something you should be doing. Right from the perspective of a distant ancestor. Your favorite thing about yourself. A misunderstanding. That feeling of nostalgia for something you've never experienced. Running into someone who you haven't heard from in years. Feeling tired but being unable to sleep. The realization that every single person on Earth could have a slightly different perception of color. So what looks green to me might look red to you, but we would never know because we can never look through someone else's eyes. And finally, number 100, a song for the end credits. So that was 100 writing prompts. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I know that was a lot of different things. I hope you found something interesting to write about in this list. And if you did, please make sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you're gonna write about, what prompts you liked the most, what prompts you're a little sick of, or if you have any writing prompts that you'd like to share. And while you're at it, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that little bell to be notified the next time I post.